Keyboard Nerd Cubed has the floor.
Well, I have done video game reviews and flash games, so why not music? I mean, Makehill 107 has been doing music for a long time, but I figure why not I do music reviews, as I only post skits that are usually not funny. So what better way than to start with Limp Bizkit's original trilogy, from $3 Bill Y'all to Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water. So let's begin. Well, most people from the 90s either remember Korn, Alice in Chains, or Limp Bizkit. Actually, come to think of it, nu metal was invented around this time. Nu metal, in case you are wondering, is the blending of rap and metal. And at this time, only Korn was the reigning champ. In fact, the only reason that Limp Bizkit released $3 Bill Y'all is because Korn insisted that their music company, Interscope, make Limp Bizkit their client, and so on. $3 Bill Y'all was released in 1997. In fact, before they made $3 Bill Y'all, they released a demo tape. That's all the information I have right about now, folks. Well, for those who don't physically own the album artwork has a nice teenage angst to it. You know what I mean? With the blood red pen background color, the scribble drawing of what seems to be probably Fred Durst, and the border where the clear plastic has the font as well as $3 Bill Y'all written next to it. But that's just the album presentation cover. Let's get inside the music. Well, I have listened to this album before. The album has great heavy riffs thanks to the wonderful Wes Borland. Fred Durst's vocals are magnificently loud, especially in Counterfeit and Faith. But then again, it's a Limp Bizkit album, what do you expect? This album captures the essence of teenage angst and hatred, as well as toxic energy such as Nobody Loves Me and Stinkfinger. And I know that one song from the album titled Clunk, which talks about someone who is a drunk. Fred Durst tells the story well, and that's about it. Well, the album did reach success, but not as much as Limp Bizkit's next album. This is one of the first Limp Bizkit albums to have at least one cover song. For example, Faith. Now, some of you people might think, wait, this is a cover? And yes, it is. As in the 80s, the song Faith was recorded by George Michael. And Limp Bizkit's cover, well, in an interview with the guitarist Wes Borland, he said that George Michael hated the cover of the song. And, well, some people liked it, some people hated it. For me, well, I listened to the song once. I did not like the screaming. But then I went back again and listened to it, and I got used. The album is great, and I highly recommend that you listen to it. Well, this is the album that most people remember. Let's be honest, half of the people, or should I say kids today, know the song from the car commercial that featured the one song that launched them into stardom. I'll put the link in the description. The album artwork has reached level 99 status of pure genius. Seriously, look at the artwork and tell me it's crap. Oh, you can't tell me? Okay. Seriously, this artwork is better than the previous one in many, many different ways. The previous album just showed what the final part of the 90s was like, but when we reach 1999, 1 year before the year 2000, it is basically a musical time capsule as it shows us the clothes, the slang, and many more. Well, the music is more lively, more hip-hop sounding, like on the song Nookie. Now, some of you might be asking yourself, why the hell would you name the song Nookie? Well, $3 Bill Y'all delved into the primal rage of teens, like full-on rage, angst, and depression. Significant Other, on the other hand, delves into the mind of Fred Durst, as his girlfriend at the time cheated on him and used him for his money, prompting him to make a full-on song talking about how she could take a cookie and stick it up her ass. Of course, in the song, they said stick it up your yeah, to censor it, which is surprising considering the fact that it has a parental advisory explicit content sticker on the front of the damn album. Yes, this album launched Limp Bizkit into stardom. It is, according to many people, a staple of Limp Bizkit's music library. Also, this is the first album without many obscure names, as with $3 Bill Y'all, they took the phrase queer's the $3 bill, took out the queer as a part, and added y'all to it. And then their next album, well, yes, the magnum opus of the library, when Limp Bizkit decided we should go back to making funny names. Hence the long and disgusting Chocolate Starfish in the Hot Dog Flavored Water, released in 2000, 1 year after their previous album. This album I bought second out of the original trilogy, but this time it came with a bonus disc which had a remix of Counterfeit, Lethal Dose Mix. Thank you, Amazon. Well, the album cover charmingly has weird looking aliens holding literal chocolate starfishes. How pleasant, as well as a smoke cloud above their heads. There's not too much to say, the detail is not well great, but I like the little book inside the sleeve as it does feature more than on the cover. Well, then again, that was the point back then. The album has some good songs that are mostly raw, hardcore heavy metal, but some have metal and hip hop inside, as a Limp Bizkit album should, such as the song Rollin', Air Raid Vehicle, both in parentheses, which in itself talks about how the group really loves to drive around in fancy cars. Full Nelson, as the name implies, talks about how Fred Durst is fed up with the people and wants to, and I quote, knock the fuck out, as well as Hot Dog being a load of nonsense with the use of the word fuck 46 times. 46 times in one 3-minute and 50-second song. That's a lot. And, as well as the song My Way, which uses scratches from DJ Lethal, which incorporates both hip hop and rock, which is great. Well, this album won 6 times platinum in Canada, but sadly, this would be the last album until The Unquestionable Truth Part 1 in 2005, where it featured Wes Borland. As in 2003, Wes Borland left the group and Limp Bizkit had made Results May Vary without him. Well, to me, this was the great original trilogy of Limp Bizkit, as it featured the evolution of Limp Bizkit's sound, humor, and artwork. The albums will be put in the description if you want to check it out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe.